umakyat, ano. Tapos ginamit pa niya talaga na pink siya. Diyos me. Kakahiya. Diyos ko, ano ba naman yan? Hello, hello, Gisela, Sasuke. Hello, hello. Hi, Piping Dilat. Hello, hello, Romy Ray, Kelly Pot. Natakot sa bulong. Natawa ko, tapos parang feeling nila ang savage na nila nun. Diyos me. Bakit ano nangyari? Di, meron pumasok, sabi niya, pwede ba akong umakyat? Ganyan. Di in-invite ko, pinaakyat ko, ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, puta ko, ilan mo, Joy. Ang cathartic talaga ng life mo. Achievement na yun sa kanila. Ayun. Merry Christmas, I love you, December. Natakot sa'yo, Madam Joey. Oo nga eh. Parang pinagmalaki pa niya, natakot siya sa akin. Parang, yan na yung savagery sa inyo. Diyos me. Hello, Kim Zhao. Kinalabutan ako, hepeng. Oo nga, pinapakinggan ko pa ngayon. Ano ba sinasabi niya? Welcome sa live ni Ma'am Joey. 500 na raw kagad yun, sabi ni ano. Loser yung basher na pink. Oo nga eh. So, magmura talaga eh. Well, yung ano niya, Rose ang kinabukasan yun. Ganon. Baka mamaya ginagamit lang rin yung pink na ano, para kunwari, pink siya. Pero sa totoong buhay, baka naman pala spicy BBM supporters. Ayun. Sabi niya, nagkainan si Budo. Kakamping mga dilulo pa rin 2024 na. Diyos me. Baka mas mahal bayad sa ganon. Na busted. Akala ko anong bumubulo sa tenga ko. Like a chero. Diyos me. Feeling savage. Kakaloka. Takot si Ngewi at Tambi kay Inday, sabi ni Dominic Policarpio. I think they underestimated Inday. Ayun. I think they were right that Inday was not as politically mature as her father. And I think they thought that because of that, kaya nilang paikutin si Inday. Ayun. Ang hindi nila alam, si Inday mabilis matuto. Ayun. Ay, hindi po kakamping yun. May class po kami. Baka BBM supporter in disguise lang, sabi ni Adi Lima 673. Pwede, actually pwede. Kasi talaga namang nai-stroke sa galit. Sa ngayon yung mga nai-stroke sa galit sa akin, mga spicy BBM supporters. Inday oftentimes contradict her father. Oo. Nasa Sogo kasi, kaya bumubulong lang, may kaemehan. Oo. Parang yung obvious na, ay ano to, wala tong sariling kwarto. Kasi alas 12 na ng gabi, ganyan. Wala tong sariling space. 'Di ba? Ibig sabihin, tong tao na to, nung ginagawa niya yun, hampas lupa siya. Love you, Raven. Hello, watching from Bulacan. Hi, kabayan. Saan ka dito sa Bulacan? Baka bed spacer. Correct! Diba? Tapos kaya hindi siya makasigaw, kaya hindi siya makaano. Diba? Wala kang space. Kapal-kapal ang mukha mo. Diba? Tapos ikaw pa yung magmamalaki. Tigil-tigilan mo ako. Mami Joey, make sense na lahat ng sinasabi ni Maharlika, kahit dati pa yung mga accusations niya. Well, yung kumbaga yung mga sinasabi ni Maharlika, isa-isahan ng nagsisipaghinugan eh. Ganon. Although yung kasi, yung for example, yung sa ICC, it is not really an expose. It is actually a description, a report on the status of the ICC position of the government. Kasi sabi ko nga, yung nandito na yung ICC, Expected na yun eh. Hindi ako na-surprise dun eh. Kasi, November 29 pa lang, 2023, nag-release na ng statement si Solgen Menardo Guevara na ICC is going to come over, if they're going to come over for ICC investigation, it is okay, but the Philippine government is not going to cooperate. Ganon. At the moment na sinabi yon ni Solgen Guevara, I already know na nakabili na ng ticket yung ICC papunta dito. Ayun. So basically, nung sinabi nila na nandito na sila, ganyan-ganyan, kineme, they just told us what is expected to happen. Ganon. Ayun, tapos kinoroborate ni Attorney Harry Roque yung storya ni Maharlika. Kasi, yung law firm daw ni Attorney Harry Roque was yung former law firm ni Attorney Harry Roque was the law firm of Attorney Harry Roque when they were trying to assist yung mga human rights victims So, yun. Tapos yung law firm na yun, yung humahawak ng mga EJK cases ko na. Si Bed Spacer na alala ko sa kanya, yung walang palitada bahay. Nakikivibes ako here kung nandito na ba ICC sa amin. Sabi ni Jay. Ayan. Sa Davao. Nagpunta raw eh. Sabi nagpunta raw ng Davao eh. Pero yung law firm dito sa Manila, labas-pasok na daw yung mga puti doon. Ngayon nga natin sasabihin ulit, gising na nga ba talaga tayo o na-hocus-focus tayo malala? Sabi ni Boss Nuge. Be more specific, boss. What do you mean po? Sa totoo lang, marami pa tayong bagay na dapat nating ikagising. Like for example, yung ating colonial mind ay kailangan nating i-free from being, kita ba ako? Sabi ni Gangsta. Nakikita kita, Gangsta. Bakit ang tahimik ni Thinking Pinoy sa issue? Diba, maka-BBM Sara talaga siya? Uy, parang hindi na kasi nung last siya na nag-live. Hindi naman na, hindi naman na, he is not even very, very supportive of Inday Sara's causes eh. Ayun. May mga kasabay akong puti pag uwi ko ng Davao last week. Magaling pa naman maghunyang mga yan. Ang ICC po ba ay para sa kapanan ng mga tao laban sa mapang-abusong tauhan ng gobyerno? Hindi. Hindi po. Hindi po para doon ng ICC. Bakit mo naman naisip yun, Yan kasi pinangtatapat natin sa Never Again ng Pinklawan dati, yung gising na kami. Iba naman, well, nung time kasi na yun, ang sinasabi kasi ng mga, ng mga pink, masama sila, ng mga dilawan, masama ang mga Marcos, mabuti kami. 'Di ba? I think yung kagisingan ng tao nun pertains to yung mga nagtatry na i-monopolize yung narrative. Gising na tayo na, yung istorya is not just about you. 'Di ba? Ganun naman yun. Parang, tingin ko parang masyadong general yung mo kasi, yung comment mo na hindi ka naman magigising sa lahat ng bagay sa isang araw lang eh. 'Di ba? Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, ano bang gising yung hinahanap mo? Kasi for example, ngayon, hindi pa rin tayo gising sa pagiging pagiging utak kolonyal. Napaka-kolonyal pa ng pag-iisip natin. 'Di ba? So parang hindi ko gets. Pansinin nyo, halos mga African leaders lang kaya pakulong ng ICC. Kaso ng US military natakot sila. True. Ayun. Sabi ni Christine Cui, balik natin ang Duterte. Sabi ni Aerium, let's accept na nandito na talaga ang ICC. Next is mag-isip kung ano ang dapat gawin. Sabi ni I think it's going to be very difficult to let's say nagdito na yung ICC, nag-investigate na sila and they make a decision to, let's say, issue a warrant of arrest, ganyan-ganyan, and ask for the Philippine government to intervene, ganyan-ganyan, at ipa-aresto si PRRD, yung mga ganong tsene, ganyan. I think there's going to be a huge legal backlash on that action, and that will definitely hit the government of PBBM. Ganon. Yung na-mention na news blackout ni Boss Mono nung nakaraan, baka may relation sa ICC in Davao eh. Sino si Boss Mono? If huluin nila si Digong, sigurado malaking kaguluhan, sabi ni Mark Poster. I think so. People are not going to take it sitting down. Monoklista. People are not going to take it sitting down. Pagka nagganon-ganon sila. Ngayon, sobrang huge kasi ng constitutional issue niyan eh. So, dun pa lang, mahirapan sila talaga na isa pa sa katuparan yung gusto nilang mangyari with ICC. No one would dare from the AFP and PNP to arrest Rodrigo Duterte. Agree. Sabi ni Evan, US at Israel nga ayaw mag-member sa ICC. Kung di guilty, ba't matatakot? Sabi ni Alfonso. Guilty saan? Sinong takot, Alfonso? Is this an usapan of feelings, Alfonso? Again, i-highlight na naman natin tong matalinong si Alfonso. Okay? Alfonso, for the nth time, ang usapang ICC ay hindi usapan ng takot o hindi takot. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hanggang ngayon ay hindi nyo naiintindihan na ang pagpasok ng ICC sa Pilipinas ay usapang soberanya. Okay? Ang tanong dito, kayo, ba't hindi nyo kasuhan sa Pilipinas si PRRD? Takot kayo na kasuhan si PRRD dito? Siya pa ba ang presidente? Ba't di nyo makasuhan dito? So, alam mo, kung usapang takot o hindi takot, mukhang kayo ang takot. Takot kayo kasi wala kayong maikaso dito sa Pilipinas, kaya naghahanap kayo ng iba. Naghahanap kayo ng ICC na magkakaso. Kasi kayo mismo hindi nyo magawa sa sarili nating korte. Okay? So, yun, para malinaw, Alfonso, ha? Meron ka pang gustong isabihin dyan? Pwede ka namang umakyat. Panakot ng Marcos Romualdez sa mga Duterte kasi alam nila powerful ang mga Duterte. Hindi nga dahil member pa tayo nung umupo si Duterte. Sabi, hindi nga dahil member pa tayo nung umupo si Duterte. Ano ngayon? Sabi, ano ngayon, Alfonso? Ano ngayon? Kung member pa tayo, ano ngayon? Does membership to ICC ipso facto result to ICC's power to exercise judicial authority here in the country? Yes. Okay, sige, Alfonso. Gusto mo umakyat? Very interesting yan. Gusto kong pag-usapan. So, you said it's ipso facto results to authority, to judicial exercise of ICC. What is the legal basis of that, Alfonso? What is the legal basis of that? So, sabi mo, automatic. Ang membership natin sa ICC will automatically result to ICC's exercise of judicial power in the Philippines. What is your legal basis of that? Alfonso, game, sagot! Sana yung argument si Alfonso kasing strong ng torso niya. O, diba? At saka kasing angas nung tattoo niya. Alfonso, answer! Bilis! Hanggang dun lang na-explain sa GC nila. Sabi ni Biming Dilan. Ano na? Diyan ako naiinis eh. Yung ulo-ulo lang eh. Ayaw itodo eh. Naka-ready na ang popcorn. Sabi ni Meta X, bilis! Maniwala ka dyan kay Alfonso Foso. Once mag-member ka sa ICC, wave na sovereignty. Wave na daw ang sovereignty once mag-member sa ICC. What authorizes the ICC? What constitutes the waiver pala? What constitutes the waiver then? Kasi nag-sign tayo sa ICC, so therefore, sinurrender na natin ang ating sovereignty. Ganun ba? Sovereignty sa pag-exercise ng judicial power, ha? Winave na natin ang ating sovereignty. I would like to know more about that. What constitutes the waiver? Okay. Sige, i-lead na kita, i-lead na kita, Alfonso, para hindi tayo masyadong matagal. Okay. Alfonso, ganito. Okay? Judicial power is exercised by the Supreme Court and all the lower courts as established by law. Right? Okay. So, ibig sabihin, kapag i-exercise ang judicial power dito sa Pilipinas, ang may karapatan dyan at ang may say dyan ay ang korte. So, ang ating soberanya tungkol sa judicial exercise, judicial authority sa bansa, ang may say dyan ay Supreme Court. Okay? Supreme Court. Sinong pumirma ng treaty? Supreme Court ba? So, ba't sinabi mo waive? Supreme Court ba ang nagpirma ng treaty na yon? O presidente? Kaso nag-member nga ng ICC, wala akong pake. Ang tanong, sino nga yung nagpa-member? So are you saying that the executive is trying to represent the Supreme Court in that treaty? Akyat ka na lang para mabilisan tayo. Sige na. How do you surrender your sovereignty? In the Philippines, how do you surrender your sovereignty that is vested upon you by the Constitution? Ano na? Akyat na, Alfonso. Well, kung mali ako at nakapasok na ang ICC, sino mali sa atin sa ating dalawa? Pagka ba nakapasok yung ICC at sila ay nag-investigate, does that mean it is legal and lawful? Does that mean it is right? Alfonso? Nakapasok siya kasi inalaw ni PBBM. But it doesn't make you right. It means you and PBBM agrees. Oh. So, hindi yun yung sukatan ng tama, Alfonso. Ibig sabihin, nag-agree ka kay PBBM. O kung nakapasok dito ang ICC, at nag-investigate sila dito, ibig sabihin, agree ka kay PBBM. Oh, does that make it right? No. It doesn't. And that act, even the act of PBBM is definitely going to be questioned before the Supreme Court. So bakit papayagan ng government? Pinayagan na ba ng government? Actually, ang actual statement ng government is that they can investigate here but the government is not going to cooperate. Pero yeah, agree naman ako sa iyo no, na eventually papabarurot talaga si BBM dyan sa ICC. Eventually talagang magbibigay siya ng full access dyan at makikikooperate talaga ang gobyerno ni PBBM. But is that legal? Is that lawful, Alfonso? Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin dito. O, kung naniniwala kay PBM, di pares kayong, pares kayong buwisit. Sabi ni Wanda Keneme, it's lawful. O sige nga po, paki-explain nga po kung bakit lawful. Game, paki-explain po kung bakit lawful. Hi, Cyrus! Merry Christmas! Ano ba mas mataas? ICC o gobyerno natin? Oh my God. Wanda, wala akong panahon sa mga ganyang klaseng rason. Sobra pong low. Mas mataas ICC gobyerno? Tanga ka ba? Yung mga utak kolonyal. Diyos me. Yung feeling niya talaga, subservient talaga siya sa mundo. Tatawanan na lang kita pag nakapasok na ICC. Andito na nga, Alfonso. Hindi naman natin pinagtatalunan kung nandito na ang ICC o wala pa ang ICC eh. Nandito na nga. Kaya nga sabi ko sa'yo, di ba? Maaaring magbago ng desisyon si PBBM at i-allow niya at mag-cooperate talaga siya sa ICC. Okay. Ang tanong ko, is that lawful? Is it even legal? Oo. Ano, Alfonso? Sabi ni Wanda, yes, it's legal. Wanda, merong threshold yung ko, no? Ano lang ako, one idiot at a time lang. Wag sabay-sabay. Hayaan na lang ba? Sabi ni Alfonso. Anong hahayaan? Anong hahayaan? Yung sinabi mo saan galing ang waved. Yes, oo. Sagutin mo nga yun. Saan galing yung waved? Yung Alfonso, hindi niya magets yung point ni Joey. Oo nga eh. I mean, actually, Alfonso, hindi ka rin marunong makinig eh. Kasi sinabi na nga namin, di ba? Na ako, ina-expect ko talaga na nandito na ang ICC. So, it's not up for debate. Nako, Miss Joey, nante-trigger lang yung mga yan. Oo nga, si Wanda nante-trigger lang eh. Kaya nga sabi ko kay Wanda, one idiot at a time lang tayo. Huwag kang makisabay. Reserve your, yung mga hirit mo, reserve it to, on another day. One idiot at a time lang tayo. Hi, Kuya Rusty Marshall. Hello, hello. Nandito na nga raw sa Davao ang ICC eh. Correct. Hindi na nga siya issue eh. Kasi kinonfirm na nga rin ni Attorney Harin Roque na nandito na sila, nag-i-investigate na sila dito. Ang tanong dito is that, is it even legal? Is it legal? Sa tingin, papasok ang ICC kung illegal ang pasok? Oo naman. Kasi yung ICC talaga namang interventionist yan eh. Wala man yung pakialam dun sa legality ng pagpasok niya o hindi eh. Kasi ang gusto niya talaga, makialam. Sabi ni Nix, legal of course, investigation lang yan. Ang investigation from actual filing, iba ang investigation from actual filing of the case. Perhaps if you're going to make it, if you're going to, if we're going to assume na tama ka, na yung paggawa nila ng ganyan is grounded doon sa powers nila. Pero alam mo kasi, Nix, maganda yung argument dito ni Attorney Harry Roque eh. Kasi sabi ni Attorney Harry Roque, the conduct of investigation should hinge on jurisdiction based on the ICC's own rules. Ganon. Yung ICC, ni conduct of investigation, wala sila, according to Attorney Harry Roque, wala raw silang karapatan to do that. Why? Because when we withdraw our membership sa ICC noong 2018, that will take effect 1 year after. Okay? Ngayon, ang rules ng ICC is that, yung sa POV ng ICC, in order to progress yung kahit anong investigation na gusto nilang gawin sa isang former ICC member, dapat within that 1 year period, bago maging effective yung withdrawal, they should have asked for leave doon sa bansang yon to conduct an investigation. According to Attorney Harry Roque, that is their fatal error because they did not do that. They actually conducted an investigation. Yung hindi pa sila pumupunta sa Pilipinas, yung parang nag-announce lang sila na, mag-i-issue kami, ipoprosecute na namin tong si Duterte, mag-i-issue na kami ng investigation, Kenemerut. 2019 na, after our withdrawal, had become effective. So, ibig sabihin, Nix, according to Attorney Harry Roque, even the conduct of investigation, they have nothing to latch on. Even yung rules ng ICC. Ganon. So, I want to hear kung ano yung kung ano yung pang-counter nila dun sa argument ni Attorney Harry Roque. So, do you have any idea, Nix? Hello, Alinda How Shop. Hello po from Bacolod City. Ayan, nandyan po ako next year ulit. Sinabi na Supreme Court na we should still cooperate with ICC. Wala po sinabing ganun. Sabi ni Ashley Castillo-Per. Wala pong ganun. Na-misinterpret niyo po. Asking permission to merely investigate is not fatal. Fatal daw kasi yun yung in order for the jurisdiction to latch, kailangan yun. Kailangan nila ng leave. Yun, according to Attorney Harry Roque, yun yung reckoning point para ma-maintain ng ICC yung jurisdiction. Ayun. So tingin ko, kung mauwi ito sa kasuhan at kung mauwi ito sa question of constitutionality, those are the things that are going to crop up. So, Nix, I am not ready to believe that the investigation of ICC here in the Philippines, the one that they are doing right now, is legal. Yun yung sa akin. At this point, I am not ready to believe that it is legal, the conduct of investigation. Sabi ni Banwa, kung makalat ano ang mas mataas? Sino si Ivana? Ivana Awali. Bakit? Sino yung nagsasabi ng ano yung mas mataas? ICC o gobyerno? Nakapag-aral ba kayo? Ano ba yan? Nakapagtapos ba kayo ng pag-aaral ninyo? Ano ba naman yan? Sobrang tatangang puta. Anong mas mataas? ICC o Philippine Court? Are you serious you're asking that question? Nakapag-aral ba itong mga... Nakapag-ano ba kayo? Yung Philippine history? Di ba first year high school yun? Grade 7? Ano ba yan? Diyos ko po, kaya ang hirap ng trabaho ni Inday Sara eh. Kung kunwari nakapagtapos ka ng college, di ba meron yung Philippine Constitution na subject? Preliminary examination ongoing for alleged war on drug crimes. Check for the updates. Ivana, umakyat ka. Bilis. So, mga putang ina na to, napakatatanga. Kanina pa nga namin sinasabi na nandito na yung ICC eh. Troll accounts, just 0 to 3 friends. Cutting down siya nung araw na yon. Cutting down siya nung araw. Diyos me. Teka, parang kailangan ko sabihin to, no? Kahit parang sobrang bobo nung hirit. Parang kailangan ko sabihin to. At sana kung may nakikinig dito na nasa elementary, high school, or college. Okay? Sa bansa nyo po, walang mas mataas. Okay? Pagdating po sa mga krimen na nangyari sa bansa ninyo, wala pong mas mataas. Okay? Bukod sa korte ninyo sa bansa ninyo. Okay? Ikakabit nyo po yan sa idea ng soberanya. Ikakabit nyo po yan sa idea ng statehood. Okay? Ang paglilitis ng mga kaso sa inyong bansa ay dapat ginagawa ng inyong sariling korte. Okay? At hindi mo ito dapat ibinibigay lang kung kani-kanino. Why? Because of sovereignty. Okay? Pengi na lang egg pie. Sabi, wala na, ubus na. Nagtawag si Alfonso ng mga ka-GC niya. Diyos ko po, parang nakakaiyak talaga. Yung parang putang ina, hindi pala alam nitong mga to kung paano bumuo ng bansa. Ano ba mas mataas? Gobyerno natin o ICC? Eh, sobrang nakakabasag ng puso yan ah. Sobrang nakakabasag ng puso. Yung parang putang ina nyo pagkatas kayo mag-opinion tungkol sa political landscape natin. Ano ba? Nag-aaral ba kayo? Nagliligawan lang kayo sa mga schools ninyo? Diyos ko, kay bobobo. Buti pa si Garcon. Humble. Marami bobo, kaya nabudol kay BBM. Isa na ako bobo. Sabi niya. Nako, marami tayong nabudol ni BBM, but it's not because bobo tayo. It is because we trusted. And this kind of budulan is really, it's deceit. It is the most vicious deceit that happened. Ayan. Mami, like nandiyan ka na pala. Akit ka. For me, BBM po better than Lenny. Mas mahirap po yun. Oo naman, kasi kung si Lenny, alam mo na yun yung gagawin niya, tapos binoto mo pa rin eh, di ba? The deception is real, sabi ni Raging. Oh, ayan. Kulang kayo sa research. Supreme Court na mismo nagsabi, July 21, obliged pa din tayo, sabi ni Castillo. Gusto mo umakyat, babasahin natin yung decision together. What are the issues in that decision? Ashley Castillo Loper. Bilias, what are the issues in that case decided in July? Utang ina mo ka pag di mo na-describe sa akin. Yeah. Hi, Uncle.
Hello. Kasi, ang hindi ko mag-get sa kanila is that, hindi nila i-rebut niya yung sinabi ni Harry Roque, na from 2018, dapat nag-file na sila kagad. Dapat nag-request na kagad sila ng investigation. Kasi lapses for 1 year lang yung, they have 1 year. Ang problem is that,
1 year to manifest that they would, sa rules ng ICC ha, sa part lang to ng ICC to establish, to properly establish where the ICC jurisdiction is going to latch on. Okay?
Correct.
And that theory on jurisdiction, insofar as ICC is concerned, is hinged on their, meron siyang merong binanggit si Harry Roque kasi na president that it happened on another country, similar situation, they wanted to investigate, but before the investigation starts, that country withdrew. So what they did, they utilized that provision na parang, no, hindi ka na po pwedeng mag-investigate or kasi nga, lumampas ka na dun sa 1 year. Kaya nga merong 1 year na effectivity yun Kasi that period, you have to utilize it to ask for leave. Investigate. So para yung time na member siya, you would still have jurisdiction to investigate it.
Correct. Nasa pre-trial chamber pa lang kasi siya during 2019. According dun sa news is that parang pinagbabasihan pa nila whether itutuloy nila yung investigation or not. However, nag-lapse na yung 1 year from the withdrawal. So, hindi na dapat nila kinontinue yun.
Just explain why Supreme Court said that wag na maraming condition pa. Okay, Ashling, tanga! Sasabihin ko na sa'yo, bobo ka. Yung decision ng Supreme Court nun is not a decision about jurisdiction, putang ina mo. Okay? Gets na. Gets na. The issue in that case is whether or not the withdrawal of Rodrigo Duterte is valid or not. The decision by Justice Leonen in that case does not pertain to jurisdiction, putang ina mo. Okay? Sana tumatak at maalala. Game na. Naintindihan. Nakakatawa tong host na to, napaka-unprofessional. Ay, hindi talaga ako professional, lalo na pagtatanga-tanga. Talagang dinidikdik ko talaga para maalala mo. Diba? Kulit mo pinapakit kita dito, di-discuss natin page by page, line by line Hindi talaga ako professional dito. Sinasabi nito, nag-pretend ba ako dito na I'm going to be very, very professional in the... No! Sobrang daming idiot dito, tapos gusto mo maging magalang ako. Diyos me. Tigil-tigilan mo ako, Ashley. Matalino ka ba? Hindi ako matalino. Bakit ka bagsak sa bar exams? Bakla, Coco Pimentel bumagsak sa bar. Persida Acosta bumagsak sa bar. Lenny Robredo bumagsak sa bar. Diyos me. Tigil-tigilan mo ako sa equation ng bar exams matalino. Diyos ko. Pag walang masagot pabalik, bar exam sa ba't hindi mo mapasa yung bar mo, kineme, ganyan-ganyan. Bakla, ang daming pumabagsak sa bar. Okay? You think you're going to embarrass me just because of that? Just me. Patola din to si Joey. Lenny pa sa bar, hindi naman halata, sabi ni TRD. Correct. Just me. Lawyer ba yung Ashley? I do not know. Yun nga kung lawyer siya, mas lalo siyang dapat umakyat. Kasi mas alam niya i-explain. Bakit nung tinanong siya kung ano yung issue, ba't hindi niya masagot? Yes, it is the issue in that case. It's very easy. Diba? Just me. It's very easy. Explain mo lang. Diba? Sige, pupull up natin yung kaso. Tingnan natin yung mga issues na ni-raise doon. Pagkatapos ngayon, ikaw, pupunta ka dito, sasabihin mo, there is a Supreme Court decision na nag-decide na ang jurisdiction na ICC. Talaga? Ikaw tong nagpupunta dito pag tas magkakalat ka ng fake news Ikaw ang unprofessional. Kasi sinungaling ka. Hindi yun ang words ng Supreme Court. Putang ina mo. Diba? Tapos ako sasabihin mo unprofessional, ikaw tong naglalay outright. Diba? Ikaw tong nagsisinungaling ng harap-harapan, tapos ako yung unprofessional. Ang lutong ma. Hindi kasi maalala Doon ako naiinis yung paulit-ulit hindi maalala. Diba? Sana maalala mo. Yung mga professional, nagpa-party-party na lang. Yung mga professional, niloloko tayo. 'Di ba? Yung mga professional na matatalino at magagaling, 'di ba? Ang ginagawa nila, nambubudol. 'Di ba? Relax lang po, Ma'am Joey. Kailangan talaga yan para maalala nito nila Ashley. 'Di ba? May pamasko na naman na Ma'am Joey si Ashley. Congratulations! Ang clear pa rin ang screen niya kahit nakikipagbardago. Hindi, may ano nga ako, may... Actually, naisip ko, since nung gumamit ako ng serum na merong salicylic acid, nag-breakout ako. So parang feeling ko titigilan ko na. Next na take ni Ma'am Joey, top 1 na yan, sabi ni Pegasus. Maraming salamat sa paniniwala. Ayun. Si Raina Lynn. O si Raina Lynn, sige nga, explain mo nga sa amin kung gaano ka katalino. Professional yan si Ashley. Nakita ko pangalan niyan sa bar. Yung may sumasayaw na bar. Ayun. Sarap makinig kapag nambabasag siya ng mga bobong troll. Sabi dito. Nakakairita kasi. Diba? Parang ano ba? Hindi hiyang ang serum sa oily skin. Miss, stop mo. Ay, talaga ba? Talaga ba? Nagbe-breakout nga ako. Hindi mawala-wala yung mga pimple ko dito. Sa loob ang ilang take mo na yan. O, akyat ka dito. Bilis, ikukwento ko sa'yo if you're going to talk to me face to face. Open cam ka rin, ha? Bilis, Rainalyn. Open cam. Open cam, Rainalyn. Open cam. Face to face. Oh, anong gusto mong malaman? Tapos, pag tinanong mo, kailangan, may tanong din ako sa'yo. Isang tanong sa akin, isang tanong ako sa'yo. Ganon. Open cam. Hindi kaya. Hindi kaya. Open cam, Rainalyn. Open cam. Ano ka, hindi maganda yung audio mo. Gumaganon-ganon ka lang. Wala kang sound na maayos. Rainalyn, ganito. Bago ka makialam sa bar ng iba, ayusin mo muna internet mo. Okay? Narinig niyo ba siya? Wala siyang sound sa akin. Open mic nga, di magawa.
Wala na click-click. Nagtatap lang.
Ay, sorry. Mali na. Ang kalayan, sorry. Ikaw yung nagbaba ako. Sorry, ang kalayan, ikaw yung... Tik lang pala. Nag-iingay lang siya. Tinatap niya yung microphone. Mukhang nagbabate. Oo nga. Ayun.
Ewan ko, kiniklik niya.
Magkano siya, no? Yung pinapaingay lang niya. Pinapaingay niya kasi kapag ka nagsabay ng sound, hindi kakainin yung audio namin ni Uncle Ayan. Ayun. Bumabatak. Sabi niya. Ayun. So yun. So anyway, ang tawag ito, Rainalyn, bago ka makialam sa bar exams ng iba, una mong asikasuhin, internet mo. 'Di ba? Tanga, sabi ni Rainalyn. Rainalyn, mukha namang obvious na ikaw yung tatanga-tanga. Mag-open nga ng video at saka gumamit ng mic ng maayos, hindi mo alam gawin. Tapos makikialam ka sa bar ng iba. 'Di ba? Ayun, Ma'am Joey, siya yung Jukupal na name kanina. Okay. O sige, ano ka na dyan? Black ka na, Rainalyn. Baka wala kang bachelor's degree, Rainalyn eh. Diyos me. Kahit nga the bar di mo afford. True. Ayun. Wag masyadong Alam nyo dito sa TikTok, hindi naman kailangan ng degree dito or whatsoever eh. In fact, ang dami kong nakakausap dito ng mga mga tricycle driver, mga jeepney driver, mga nasa palengke, nagtsatsyangge, mga ganyan-ganyan. And they make so much sense. You know, ang daming ang tatalino dito, mga call center agent, meron ditong lawyer, merong doktor, all walks of life. Sa totoo lang, hindi nyo na kailangan i-open yung mga degree-degree na yan or whatsoever. Pasado ka ba ng bar, kaneme, ganyan-ganyan. May mga bata rin dito, no? Yung mga 18 years old, 17 years old actually, very young, but are very, very politically inclined people. And they make so much sense. Mataas yung kanilang mga political sensibilities. 'Di ba? All you need to do is to make sense. Gaano kahirap yun? 'Di ba? Gaano kahirap yun? Gaano kahirap? Ayun. Pupunta kayo dito, ang gagawin ninyo, magko-condescend. Pagkatapos pag pinatulan kayo magagalit. 'Di ba? Makapasa ka muna ng bar bago ka magdadada dyan, sabi ni Gangsta. Gangsta, kailan naging requirement yun? No? Invite sa Gangsta. Kailan naging requirement yun na kailangan pasado ka ng bar bago ka magsalita? Sige nga, explain mo sa akin. Gangsta. Kung ganun pala, ikaw Gangsta, bago ka mag-join dito, gamitin mo muna yung mukha mo. Tsaka picture mo. Diba? Taas ng requirement mo sa akin kailangan pasado ng bar bago mag-TikTok.
Ang tanong, pasado mo si Gangsta sa bar?
Oo. Taas ng requirement mo sa akin, puta. Gangsta na di geng-geng. Batukan sakali. Mag-ad hominem lang yung mga yan. O nga, wala nang nakakaantok naman. Huwag naman natin ubusin yung gabi sa mga ganyan. Dami rin kasing mga babawang argumento kapag wala na bala, they resort to ad hominem and insult. Okay. Ayun, so anyway, balikan ko yung kaso, no? Balikan ko yung kaso na sinasabi nila na doon daw, kasi yun yung ginagamit ng yun yung ginagamit ng mga nagsasabi na ang tawag dito na may jurisdiction daw ang ICC. Okay. Yung pong kaso na tinutukoy ninyo ay teka. Pull up natin yon, gusto nyo? Yung pong kaso po na yon is actually asking question whether or not the withdrawal of Rodrigo Roa Duterte, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sa membership natin sa ICC is lawful. Okay? Actually, inisa-isa namin yung mga issues doon. Teka lang Pagkatapos, wala naman dun sa mga issues na resolve ng Supreme Court and Bank na kasama yung jurisdiction, na merong jurisdiction ng ICC sa atin or wala. Walang ganun. Okay? Teka lang hinahanap ko lang. Okay. Ito yung issue. Yung first na issue is whether or not petitioners have sufficiently discharged their burden of showing that this case is justiciable. So, yung first na question is, ito bang kaso na to ay something that that needs the Supreme Court's attention. Okay? Yun yung first issue. Second issue is whether or not the Philippines' withdrawal from the Rome Statute through note verbal delivered to the Secretary General of the United Nations is valid, binding, and effectual. Okay? So withdrawal yung pinag-uusapan. Third, whether or not the Philippines' withdrawal from the Rome Statute places the Philippines in breach of its obligation under international law. Yun lang po, tatlo lang po yung, apat. Number 4 is whether or not withdrawal from the Rome Statute will diminish the Filipino people's protection under international law, and even if it does, whether or not it is a justiciable question. Okay? So, narinig niyo po yung apat na issue. Asan po doon ang jurisdiction issue? Asan yung jurisdiction issue doon? O Ashley, asan yung jurisdiction issue doon? Okay? Ngayon, naiintindihan ko na kinuha nyo kasi yung isang part dun sa desisyon na yon na kung saan parang may reckoning point kung kailan magkakaroon ng quote-unquote jurisdiction ng ICC sa Pilipinas. But Justice Leonen was talking there under the lens of the Rome Statute. Okay? Hindi po yung deklarasyon whether or not the Philippines has accepted their jurisdiction or not. Okay? Why? If you're going to listen to the oral arguments, 'di ba? Isa 'yun sa mga puntong ni-raise ni Justice Leonen. Na kung ina-accept ba ng Pilipinas ang jurisdiction ng because it's not part of the issue hindi naman yan ni-resolve ng Supreme Court, pero sa oral arguments na pag-usapan yun. 'Di ba? Ang Supreme Court will not easily rule on jurisdiction kasi medyo sampal sa SE yun, sabi ni Benben. Correct. In fact, it is also in our Constitution that if there's going to be a law that will increase or diminish the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, meron dapat yung concurrence ng Supreme Court eh. Ganun. Naalala nyo, yung kunwari na lang na sabihin na natin na nagsulat ang Supreme Court doon sa kaso na yon tungkol sa jurisdiction. Kunwari. Meron siyang sinabi doon about jurisdiction. How are you going to treat that provision doon sa decision na yon? Is it something that you are going to take as it is? Kasi, diba, the Supreme Court is part of the law of the land. Yung mga decision ng Supreme Court is part of the law of the land. So, sinabi ng Supreme Court kaya dapat, paniwalaan natin na meron ng jurisdiction. Diba? Ngayon, ang tanong dito, yung jurisdiction ba is part of the issues resolved by the Supreme Court? Anong sampal? Again, meron siyang jurisdiction. The only question is when can it be exercised? No, Nix, I do not agree. What is the legal basis of their jurisdiction? Do they exercise judicial power here in the Philippines, Nix? Can ICC exercise judicial authority here in the Philippines? Hindi trabaho ni SE mag-prosecute. So ano yung ICC? Di ba ang ICC nagko-convict? Nagpo-prosecute siya, nagko-convict rin siya. Statute. Anong statute yung nagbibigay ng jurisdiction sa ICC? Anong statute yung nagbibigay ng jurisdiction sa ICC? Akit ka, Nix! prosecute daw. Bakit meron pa bang separate ICC na magde-decide? Ano ba structure ng ICC? Naku-confuse ka. Dito sa Pilipinas, may prosecutor, tapos may korte. Eh, yung ICC, ano ba siya? Ito naman si Nix, oh, bulag-bulagan. Sa Pilipinas, magkahiwalay yun, yung nagpo-prosecute at saka yung korte. Eh, yung ICC, ano ba siya? Ayan, minute ka na, Nix. Ano yan, Nick? Saan mo pinupulit yung mga sinasabi mo? Sabi ni 2022. Eto kasi yan, Nix. Ang issue of jurisdiction is not yet established here, okay? Yun nga yung kino-question eh. Hindi ko alam kung saan mo hinuhugot yung ano mo na... Oh, ayan na si Nix. Game Nix. Start tayo dun sa... Saan mo nakuha yung basis ng jurisdiction ng ICC?
Yeah, firstly, I'll make a disclaimer, Hannah. I'm not a lawyer or an expert in public international law, pero I've read some materials and this is my understanding.
Okay,
Firstly, yung Philippines is a member of ICC from 2011 until 2019. During that period, yung Philippines, member siya ng ICC. ICC is by a treaty. Yung treaty is para siyang international contract. We know that, diba? It's an international contract and by principle of pacta sunt servanda, all state parties are required to comply with the treaty in good faith. Now, yung tanong, yung dinidiscuss, yung na-understanding ko sa discussion nyo is, meron ba siyang jurisdiction? The simple answer is yes. Meron siyang jurisdiction, but the question is, kailan siya matitrigger? Or kailan mag-apply ang jurisdiction ng ICC? So far, in my understanding, dalawa yung basis niyan. Firstly, pag unwilling to prosecute yung state where the person charged is located under the crime covered by Rome Statute. So ano yung crimes under Rome Statute na china-charge against Duterte? Firstly, under Article 5, meron yung crime of genocide, crime against humanity, war crimes, and crime of aggression. So, yun yung mga crimes na ini-investigate. Now, based sa website ng law.upd.edu.ph issued by their law dean, ang sabi dito, nag-start yung investigation, yung preliminary investigation ng 2018. So, by that time, Philippines was still a member of the ICC. Now, kaya may mga hurdles yun na sinasabi, hindi sila makaka-enter ng Philippines, they cannot do investigation. But that's entirely wrong. Kasi even if none of the ICC representative or member of the prosecuting team will step foot in the Philippine territory, pwede nilang gawin yan by asking the non-government organizations in the Philippines to submit pieces of evidence. Kasi expected naman yun sa kanila that the Philippine government will not cooperate. So, yung issue on one, is there a jurisdiction? The clear answer to that is yes. Merong jurisdiction ng ICC. Now, it's a false dichotomy, na i-analyze natin, bakit meron tayong korte sa Pinas? Yes, that is precisely why. Dalawa yung grounds. Merong korte ang Pinas, meron tayong own judicial system, supposedly an independent judicial system. But in the scenario that it is unwilling or it is unable to prosecute, that is the time that the jurisdiction...
Have you established... Inulit mo na yan, nasabi mo na yan eh. So, may I ask you a question? Have you established that our government is unwilling to prosecute?
Ano pa naman yun? Investigation pa naman yun eh. Hindi pa naman filing of the actual case.
Then your argument becomes tautological. Okay? Ito very basic lang na, pero very, very basic lang na flaw nung argument mo. You want to claim jurisdiction even if what ICC did is preliminary. But at the same time, yung preliminary investigation, hindi pa naman nila nasisettle whether there is a cause for them to do so because you haven't established unwillingness to prosecute. Yet, you wholeheartedly accepted that there is a jurisdiction already. Weird, Nix, kasi preliminary investigation pa lang, inamin mo na merong jurisdiction. Yet, sinasabi mo na hindi pa na-establish whether the Philippines is unwilling to prosecute or not.
Well,
So you see how flawed your argument is?
Well, actually, I would agree, no, at some point na, one, the Philippines, it's not established that the Philippines is unwilling or
Exactly. So there is
is
no
unable to
point.
prosecute.
Okay?
Pero the thing there is that with
Okay,
regard,
how can you conclude, Nix? Yun yung problem. Teka, doon tayo. Focus tayo doon. How can you conclude that the jurisdiction will latch? Eh, you haven't established that.
well, ako, no, my understanding in that scenario is that, I don't think we can easily dismiss that the Philippines
So
has
how
lost.
can you accept it when you cannot answer that?
Well,
How
at
can you
least, no,
accept that there is jurisdiction when you admitted already that it is not established whether or not we are willing to prosecute, and yet you accepted the jurisdiction already? Why can you conclude? Diba? Eh, ikaw sabi mo clear. The simple answer is it's clear there's jurisdiction. But when you were asked on what grounds they can have jurisdiction, it's not yet established.
ako, Miss Joey, I'm
Your
guided.
logic, Nix, I'm
Ako,
so
I'm
sorry.
guided.
I'm so sorry, Nick, pero at this point, I cannot be convinced with the way you argue on this kind of things, no?
Yeah, ako, I'm guided by two things. Firstly, yung tanong na kung meron bang jurisdiction, I do not easily dismiss that by saying no, walang jurisdiction.
It's not
Kasi yung
about you
preliminary
dismiss it or
investigation,
not.
ginawa siya
Wait,
noong
Nix.
2018.
It's not about you dismiss it or not, because you are not dismiss. You accepted it. Had you argued this way, Nix, na ako, I am not going to dismiss yet that they do not have jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is something that has to be settled. That's why preliminary investigation is being conducted. Then I can understand you. But that was not your premise. When you were talking, you said jurisdiction was clear. But at the same time, you admitted that it is
That's
not
not.
yet established whether we are willing to prosecute or not, which is a basic
Hindi.
condition
Yung
of
question, yung point ko kanina, Miss Joey, with all due respect, yung point ko kanina is merong jurisdiction, but kailan siya magti-trigger? Kaya dalawa yung premise, kung unable or unwilling. Any time of the day, the ICC has jurisdiction. Pero ang tanong, kailan siya
mag-trigger? Wait, binibigyan naman kita ng time eh. Wait, ang tawag dito, kaya nga hindi, mali na yung ano mo eh, mali na yung logic mo eh. Kasi nga, sinasabi ko nga dito, had you started that you cannot easily accept that there is no jurisdiction, because what is being done right now is just preliminary investigation. So, titingnan pa nila. Ngayon, pero hindi. Ang sinabi mo, there is jurisdiction. The simple answer is there is jurisdiction. But at the same time, what I want you to explain next is this. You said that the two conditions are not yet established. But you also said, on the other hand, that it is clear that there is jurisdiction. So, how can you conclude conclusively that there is jurisdiction, and yet the 2 points that you raised a while ago were not duly established?
Hindi. Ang point ko kasi is ganito. Yung ICC...
Answer that question.
I'm responding to that question. I'm responding to that point.
Next. Wait. Pakisagot yung question ko kasi naiintindihan ko yung ibang parts na sinabi mo. Doon lang sa part na yun, hindi kita naiintindihan. So you don't have to repeat yourself.
Hindi. Ganito siya, Miss Joey, yung point ko. Yung ICC will always have jurisdiction over state parties. That's basic. That's the premise. But the question is, kailan siya mag-a-apply? Mag-a-apply siya if the state party is not willing or is unable to prosecute the crime covered by the Rome Statute. Kaya sinabi ko, any time of the day, the ICC has jurisdiction, but as a prerequisite, those things must be established. Now, sinabi mo, so, bottom line, wala palang jurisdiction kasi hindi pa siya na-establish. Well, I would say that is precisely why there is a preliminary investigation.
Oh, there's no jurisdiction. There's just an investigation. But there's no jurisdiction.
And it will lead to that. Eventually, it will lead to that. Kasi what you're asking right now is kailangan ma-establish na siya. That's precisely why may investigation.
Then, you already have an answer, Nick. Yun yung problem. Walang yung argument mo, it's all leading to there is jurisdiction.
There really is jurisdiction, but the point is, the reason why may preliminary investigation is because it will lead eventually to that. It will eventually lead, of course, on the part of the ICC, once tapos na sila sa preliminary investigation, they will check. If the Philippines is not willing, then we will proceed with filing the case. That's the point. Kasi hindi mo naman immediately pag-withdraw ng Philippines. Of course, no, I would say it's tainted with bad faith, but, pag-withdraw ng Philippines, syempre, alangan naman sasabihin agad na, unwilling yung Philippines, diretso na tayo, file na agad ng case.
Next, do you understand what jurisdiction means?
With all due respect, of course.
Yes, what is jurisdiction?
It's the authority to hear and decide over cases.
Okay,
Diba?
so let's go there. Let's start from there. Okay. Does ICC has the right to decide and hear cases here in the Philippines?
If it's a crime covered by Rome Statute,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a crime covered by the ganyan-ganyan.
so head of the states are
So,
subject
yes.
of
So, the
international
answer is
law.
yes.
Diba? Alam natin yan.
Kapag kayong yan, wait. Isa-isa tayo, Nix. So your answer is yes. Pagka-covered yan ng crime against humanity, etc., and all the crimes covered by the Rome Statute, they will have a jurisdiction. That's your
Meaning may
The Rome Statute.
jurisdiction. The only
Okay.
question
Wait,
again,
wait,
Miss
wait,
Jo, is
wait, wait.
kailan mag-a-apply?
Next. Wait. I want to understand you. Okay. So you are saying the basis of jurisdiction ng ICC over the Philippines is the Rome Statute, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, claro, thank you very much. Okay. So, the basis of the jurisdiction of ICC over the Philippines is the Rome Statute. Okay. How is jurisdiction exercised in the Philippines? What ICC is doing is what? It's a judicial exercise of power, right? Because they're going to prosecute and at the same time decide on it, right? Their power to prosecute comes with it the power to decide on the case, right? They are the prosecutor and the judge on the ICC cases, right?
Okay.
Correct? Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, you agree. Okay. So that is a huge difference from our judicial system here in the Philippines. In the Philippines, the prosecutor is not the judge, okay? But ICC is the prosecutor and the judge of the cases under the Rome Statute. You have to remember that. Okay, ngayon. So, you are saying that ICC has jurisdiction over the crimes mentioned in the Rome Statute because of the Rome Statute itself. Okay. But what does our Constitution says? Who can, kasi nag-exercise, so when ICC is going to come over and exercise prosecution, that's a judicial exercise kasi sila rin naman yung court eh. 'Di ba?
Okay.
Okay. So when they come over, okay, here in the Philippines, who has the authority to decide and hear and prosecute cases?
Of course, it's the Supreme Court and all other courts.
Supreme Court and all other courts as per our Constitution, Article 8, Section 1. The judicial authority is vested upon in one Supreme Court and all other lower courts as may be established by law.
Okay, tapos?
Okay. So
what's the point?
ICC is the international treaty can be considered as a law that established in the Philippines.
Well, for me, with all due respect, that's a wrong analysis.
No.
The Constitution, I agree.
Says.
I agree. The ICC is not part of the courts established by the Constitution or by any local legislation. But the Constitution does not negate the application of ICC as an international body. In fact, we know that the general principles of international law
to the treaty. Is that what you're saying?
Come
Our
again?
Constitution will yield to the...
Hindi.
Oh.
Hindi ganon.
What?
General principles of international law and customary international law are part of the law of the land.
So what will happen, Nix? Because this is a problem in many
Constitution
jurisdictions.
says.
Wait lang, Nix.
Sige,
This
if
is
it
a
leads to the
problem.
question on the ultimate question of jurisdiction.
Wait, Nix. This is a problem in so many jurisdictions, not only in the Philippines. International agreement, though they signed on it, it's going to have a conflict with their local laws. So here in the Philippines, okay, ICC, you said, has the power to exercise judicial authority here in the Philippines. But our Constitution says that only one Supreme Court and other lower courts, as may be established by our law, can exercise judicial authority here in the Philippines. So, now, we have conflict of laws here, right? So,
I
can
don't
you
see any
please tell me
conflict.
how you're going to settle that?
I don't see any conflict, Miss Joey, because
I don't see
because
any conflict
Duterte,
because
as the head of the state, is a subject of international law. Yung jurisdiction
of
ng
the
Supreme
state.
Court and the lower courts are cases that are involving domestic laws. So if Duterte committed an international crime, he is subject to international law and ICC exercises jurisdiction over that. So sinasabi mo, ay may conflict? No. Because under Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties, pag ikaw ay isang state party who signed into a treaty, like the Rome Statute, you cannot later on abandon your obligation and say, well, sorry ha, pero hindi pala siya mag-a-apply sa amin. So that would mean that all the treaties in the Philippines under which the Philippines is a party would be prejudiced. Kasi sasabihin natin, ay sorry, kasi conflict pala sa municipal law namin, sa local laws namin. Hindi ganon. Kasi again, under the Vienna Convention and the Law of Treaties, may sinasabi doon na you cannot later on say na ay conflict pala siya. Although sa atin,
Ganon pala.
kasi Miss Joey ganito, although sa
Okay,
Philippines,
Nick, I understand your point.
although sa Philippines,
please
we
explain to
believe,
me?
kasi ganito, ang Philippines is a constitutional democracy. We believe in the supremacy of the Constitution. Sa
Yes.
ibang states, wala silang written constitution. That's why, sometimes, a treaty or an international law may
Nasa
prevail.
written constitution yata, Ireland.
O, diba? Sa atin,
Wala
written
nasa written
constitution. So, we believe in the supremacy of the Constitution. Pero, Miss Joey, you're trying to create a narrow analysis by saying,
Narrow
well,
analysis talaga
Oh,
sige.
kasi ginagawa mo, you're leading me to the point na, wala naman sa constitution ng ICC eh. So, ba't tayo pumirma?
Oo, so ano
Bakit
basis
may
mo?
treaty kung wala pala siya sa
Okay.
constitution?
Wait.
Sagutin mo yan.
Your point, Nix, paulit-ulit ka na eh. Ano yung
Sige,
point
ganito.
mo?
Sagutin mo na lang yon. That's my last point.
Okay.
Kung wala pala sa constitution ng ICC, so therefore you're saying wala siyang jurisdiction sa Pinas, ba't tayo pumirma? In the first place.
Okay, I'm going to answer that and I hope you don't interrupt me. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, again, who has the power to decide when it comes to foreign relations?
Huwag mo akong sagutin sa tanong. Ang tanong ko, sinabi mo kanina ganito, ICC is not part of
Can I
the
rebut?
Constitution.
Because you listen and then you write down your points.
Sige.
Nagsasalita ka din eh.
Sige, go.
Napatigil kita, ay tumigil, hinayaan kita.
Okay.
Diba? Okay, thank you, Nix. Okay, can you please mute yourself?
How to?
I'll give you your moment. Okay.
Okay, sige, go.
Thank you, okay? Nix! My God! You cannot argue that because it is entered and because all the agreement must be respected and you cannot use that the municipal law is not in accordance with you cannot use that. We have entered a lot of international treaties in which our Supreme Court nullified. My God, there is a roster of so many cases. Diyos ko po, Nix, dito pa lang, sunog na yung argument mo. Okay, pinaka-recent dito, we had a commercial agreement with different countries. You know, that's pretty much going to be, that's pretty much going to be, ang tawag dito, treated as an agreement between countries, because a treaty is essentially an agreement between countries, right? Now we have an international treaty in which it is recognized that each country must respect commercial contracts that they are going to enter. We actually entered an agreement with Vietnam and China insofar as exploration of the West Philippine Sea is concerned. Okay? But the Supreme Court decided that no, it is unconstitutional. Okay? So on this ground, you are already wrong. Okay? Hindi absolute yung rule na sinasabi mo na, oh no, once we enter, we can no longer, ganyan, ganyan. In fact, in law school, there is an entire semester discussing on how you're going to resolve conflict of laws. And you know what's going to happen when the Constitution is inconsistent with the international law? Which one will prevail? It is always the Constitution, Nix.
Yeah, don't lecture me on that,
Okay?
Miss Joey. No?
Ngayon,
But you're wrong. Kasi
wait,
sinabi mo,
Nix,
nullified, hindi nullified yung
Hindi pa ako
ICC.
tapos, Nix. Hindi pa ako tapos. Okay. So ngayon, ikaw, nagrarason ka telling me that it is narrow. Come on, overcome the constitutional issue argument here. Okay? Overcome the Constitution. It is not narrow. This is the Constitution that we are talking about. It is a Constitution that I do not even like but I respect. Pagkatas ikaw, i-dismiss mo lang na hindi kasi yan ganon. You are so willing to set aside our Constitution for our, international obligation? Are you kidding me, Nix? Maka-Pilipino ka ba? Is that how you're going to argue on this? So ngayon, yung sinasabi ko nga sa iyo kanina, actually, tayo ang pinakamaraming international agreement na hindi natin sinusunod. We had an agreement with so many countries in which later on magde-decide tayo, ay hindi yan kasi allowed sa amin, pasensya na. Ayaw ng Supreme Court namin. It's your turn.
Sige, ako, Miss Joey, before I end my participation sa live, two things. Firstly, sinabi mo kanina, may conflict sa Constitution. So, syempre, the Constitution will prevail. I agree entirely on that. But, remember...
No, you did. Alam mo,
wait lang, patapusin mo ako. Kasi
Nix, kanina sinasabi mo, narrow yung explanation ko. Ngayon, you agree na. So, you agree na. Hindi na narrow.
Hindi. Ganito, Miss Joey. Kasi sinabi mo, may mga treaties na ninalify ang Supreme Court. I've read some of those cases and I entirely agree on that. That the Constitution will prevail. But here's the thing. With regard to Rome Statute, and our membership in ICC, hindi yan ninalify. Nag-withdraw tayo. So, the question on valid ba yun or hindi, of course valid siya. It's just that nag-withdraw tayo. So, that's first. Pangalawa, sinabi mo kanina, yung analysis mo, the judicial power is vested in one Supreme Court and all other courts as may be prescribed by law. I entirely agree on that. That is an express language of the Constitution. But this is the thing. You did not respond to this. Why did we sign or why did we become member of ICC in the first place? Kung wala pala siya sa Constitution.
I will answer it now. Can I?
Kung wala pala siya sa Constitution.
I will answer it now.
So, yun lang siya, Miss Joey, and permission to leave, but I'll be listening to your response.
Bye-bye. I will answer your next
thank you.
question. Diyos ko po. I was answering you. You interrupted me, kaya nga pinamute kita. Okay? So, ngayon, bakit tayo pumirma? Okay? Because, eto nga yung problema sa ating konstitusyon. Okay? Our Constitution gives the President the authority to decide on our foreign policy. Okay? Okay? Okay, Nix? Our Constitution allows the President to be the chief architect of our foreign policy. So, nung pumirma yan, sinong pumirma niyan? Sinong presidente pumirma niyan? Si Noynoy? Sino ba? I mean, legitimate question, I do not know. 2011, you said, diba? So, 2011, that's Ninoy time. Pinoy's time. So, si Pinoy yon. Yung wisdom ni Pinoy, sabi, mag-sign tayo dito. Nagbago ng presidente. Wisdom ni Duterte, sabi, no. Hindi yan ang wisdom ko. Kaso sabi ng constitution natin, the only person who can decide on that is the president. Okay? Ngayon, Nix, ayoko ng mga dishonest na diskurso eh. Yung parang sasabihin mo sa akin na, no, narrow, ganyan. And then later on, I agree. Diba? Hindi mo pala naintindihan eh. Diba? Ngayon, that one question, I I was trying to answer it kasi you interrupted me and I thought, oh, maybe anyway, that point is actually known to everyone naman. We all know that when we change the president, the foreign policy comes with it. Yung takbo ng foreign policy natin, it comes and goes according kung ano yung preference ng presidente. So ngayon, nagtataka ka, ba't tayo pumirma? Ba't si Duterte ba yung pumirma dun? Nagbago yung wisdom ni Duterte Hindi sila magkapareho ni Pinoy Is that difficult to understand? Diba? Ayun. So yun next. I think the only thing that we discovered here is that your argument is weak. Diba? Napatunayan natin na yung argument mo assumes on something that you weren't able to properly establish. Diba? You agree. ICC is the prosecutor and the judge dun sa mga international crimes na tinukoy mo. And yet, a while ago, na nagsusulat ka dyan, prosecute lang kasi, prosecute lang, ganyan-ganyan. Di mo naiintindihan. Ang ginagamit mong logic, local structure ng judicial system, hindi yung system ng ICC. Diba? Doon pa lang obvious na, hindi mo naman naiintindihan. Ayun. Ganun lang. Pero I thank you for coming up and raising, to be fair, at least yung mga points ni Nix, isa rin sa mga pinakamalilinaw na mga punto ng mga kumukontra. 'Di ba? At least we are able to pit his point to those points who do not agree sa ICC, especially in the claim na meron silang jurisdiction dito. 'Di ba? And I give that to Nick. Kasi at least siya, brave siya enough to identify kung ano yung sa tingin niyang pananiniwalaan niya. Nagbasa siya Yun yung pagkakaintindi niya Diba? But I say, nagbasa rin ako. Diba? Nagbasa rin ako ng kaso, nagbasa rin ako ng rules. Ganun. Ngayon, yung sinasabi kasi ni Nick, actually meron pa sa isang point na ni-raise na maganda ring sagutin. Yung sinabi niya na Rome Statute kasi to, hindi naman ninalify yung Rome Statute altogether. Okay? Hindi naman yung nullity ng Rome Statute ang pinag-uusapan dito Ang pinag-uusapan lang dito is yung yung whether or not may jurisdiction yung ICC dito sa Pilipinas o wala. Okay. Ngayon, since nag-agree ka that the ICC investigation is a judicial exercise of power here in the Philippines. Okay? Nag-agree ka naman doon, klarong-klaro. Okay? You know, the proper way for the ICC to actually get jurisdiction here in the Philippines to investigate and decide for those international crimes that you are saying. Ang tawag doon, yung mga genocide, crimes against humanity, kineme, is to actually amend our constitution. Why? Because you are going to surrender aspect of your sovereignty to ICC. You are going to diminish the power of the Supreme Court. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kailangan, baguhin natin yung Constitution. My God, Nix, ako sa totoo lang, for someone who read a lot, I cannot believe that you're going to so willingly dismiss our Constitution in exchange to a treaty na by the way, ay presidente lang ang nag-decide. Diba? Presidente lang ang nag-decide at judicial power pa, hindi pa niya power yun. Diba? Hindi pa power ng presidente yun. Ang power lang ng presidente doon to enter. Diba? So parang I can't believe na for someone who read a lot, talaga, you're very willing to surrender our judicial authority to ICC na ganun-ganun lang just because sinabi ng presidente, pasok tayo dito. Paano kung kunwari pumasok sa treaty yung presidente tapos ang gagawin niya, pasok tayo sa satanism. Pagkatapos, i-resolve natin yung mga adultery cases based on that satanism values. Diba? Paano kung yun yung gawin ng presidente mo for some reason. Kasi empowered siya to do that eh. But the one who's going to exercise those kind of power is the Supreme Court. Is it acceptable? You can't do that. Just me. You're giving too much premium on something that is not within the realm of power of the executive. Gusto ni Nick i-compromise yung authority local courts para lang mapakulong si Duterte. Correct. And that is the wrong view. Ako, sinasabi ko, ever since, itong sa ICC issue na to, if it is going to be Leni Robredo who is in the position of Rodrigo Duterte, and my position will not change. Okay? My position is not gonna change. Ayokong litisin si Mama Leni ng isang international organization at mag-exercise ng judicial power kay Mama Leni. No! We will be the one to prosecute Mama Leni here. I'm pretty sure a lot of Filipinos will take the honor of doing so. Kung kunwari lang na merong war crime si Mama Leni. That's our difference, no? To other people out there who just hate Duterte. You fail to see the logic behind this. You fail to see the policy behind this. Now, what if hindi na si Duterte ang involved? What if si BBM na ang involved? What if si Leni Robredo na yung involved? Is your policy view will change because of the person involved? Diba? Kasi I'm pretty sure yung mga nagpupush ngayon ng ICC, kung hindi si Duterte yan at ibang tao yan, iba rin yung reason ninyo eh. But in my case, even if Leni Robredo would be in the position of PRRD, my position is not gonna change. Ganun lang po kasimple. Pak, balik na naman to sa personality politics, sabi ni Piping Dilat. Di ba? Di ba, Piping? Biruin mo because of the politics, you allow your politics cloud your judgment. Correct. Eh di ganun na din kami, sabi mo eh. Well, you know, if you're going to accede to what I said, I would be the happiest person. 'Di ba? Kasi nagkaroon na ng appeal sa rationality niyo yung sinasabi ko. 'Di ba? Ayun. Sa akin lang, ako, this constitution I do not like, but I respect it. 'Di ba? You cannot just say na, no, ICC can investigate here. How? What's the legal basis? Because we signed? That's it, pansit? Because we signed? Diba? Soberanya ng Pilipinas ang usapan dito, hindi lang basta si PRRD, sabi ni Ian. Ni Ian _ Ako, for it to resolve the issue with Duterte, edi mag-file sila ng kaso dito. Correct. They don't understand that this is beyond personality. Yes. Kahit bad trip ako kay kahit bad trip ako kay Mama Leni, I'm definitely not going to allow the ICC to prosecute Mama Leni. 'Di ba? Insulto sa pagka-Pilipino ko 'yun eh. Kung si Mama Leni nag-commit ng allegedly war crimes here, you know, ano yung sabi ni sino ba yung nagsabi na sino ang Filipino hero yun yung nagsabi na 'di ba ni mapahamak ang Pilipinas basta mapahamak siya sa kamay ng mga Pilipino kaysa mapahamak siya sa kamay ng banyaga. Yung parang it was a conversation. Parang sinasabi yata ng Amerika na you cannot lead yourselves kasi nga hindi kayo matalino. Tapos parang sumagot itong Filipino statement na ito na sinabi niya, di bali nang mapahamak ang Pilipinas sa kamay ng kapwa niya Pilipino kaysa mapahamak siya sa kamay ng banyaga. Si Manuel L. Quezon, ayan. Sabi ni PBK. Sabi naman si General Luna. Sino ba? Si MLQ. Ayan, MLQ, sabi ni Mel. And for me, that's a mark of someone who's really willing to build our country. Ganun ang nation building. 'Di ba? Bias na si Nick, naghahanap lang siya ng material to support his hate and use it as ammunition. Ayun. Actually, ang ano ko doon, ang medyo naaano ako, yung parang, ang narrow na explanation mo. Paano naging narrow? Nag-a-agree ka nga. 'Di ba? Pagkatapos nung ma-explain, nung nakita mong rational pala, paano kung naging narrow? 'Di ba? Actually, ang narrow dito, yung dinidisregard mo yung Constitution just because we signed a treaty. Just because we signed a treaty, my God, ang dami na natin pinirmang treaty. Many of it declared unconstitutional. 'Di ba? O sabi ni Jay, mabilis siyang mag-Google, December 9, 1939 speech. Human Rights Watch ang binabasa niya. Ayun. Sabi niya, ayun lang. So yun, anyway, at least malinaw rin na nasabi ni Nix yung mga points niya. And I think if you want to talk about politics and if you want to really fight for what, kasi had it other issue and you are able to lay down your points as clear as what Nix did, chances are, meron kayong makukonvince. 'Di ba? Obvious na nagbasa si Nix, 'di ba? Obvious na nag-aral siya at binasa niya yung mga pinaniniwalaan niya. But for me, he's just a bit too clouded and too presumptive doon sa mga sinasabi niya. Pero obvious na kahit paano nagbasa siya, kaya niyang i-expound yung points niya. However, Nix, nagbasa rin ako eh. 'Di ba? Nagbasa rin ako. At well, I think you failed to see a lot of aspects here. Like, yun nga, na parang, sa conflicts of laws, kapag constitution at saka international agreement, constitution yung magpe-prevail dyan. Di ba? We're too colonial. Asian collectivism is lost on us. We aren't proud of our Asianness. True. Lara sila mga don't lecture me daw when you agree sa dulo. Don't lecture me daw. Then you agree sa dulo. RIP the Constitution po. Gusto nila makulong si PRRD. May presumption siya, Ma'am Joey. Yun lalim niya, dagdagan pa. Sabi ni Super Celo. Oo nga eh. Yung sa akin pa lang yung parang, hindi, preliminary investigation lang naman yun. Pero sure tayo na may jurisdiction. It's a matter of time. Hala! Mas malupit pa sa Philippine Court. Sa Philippine Court nga kahit may kaso, jurisdiction can be questioned at any point doon sa kaso na yon. 'Di ba? Pagkatapos, the court can actually decide na there's no jurisdiction. Pero yung sa kanya, ang argument niya, no, it's a matter of when. Dito sa Pilipinas, pagka question ng jurisdiction, there are so many times that the court will decide, you know what? Whoever raised the question of jurisdiction is correct. Ganyan. 'Di ba? O pagkatapos dismiss yung kaso kasi walang jurisdiction. Ganyan. Pero siya, ang argument niya, no, there is a jurisdiction. Siguro, simpleng answer dyan is that there is a jurisdiction. It's a matter of when it's going to attach. O, ang lupet! Di ba? Ang lupet! Diyos me. Jurisdiction muna. Pag mali ang jurisdiction, dismiss agad, sabi ni Economist. Correct! Di ba? Pero sa kanya, that jurisdiction issue is already resolved. It's a matter of when daw. It's a matter of when. Diba? Ayun. Ayun lang. Doc, gising na po ya, sabi ni Prince RJ. Sinong kausap mo, Prince RJ? Sarili mo? Ay, damputin niyo na to si Prince RJ. Gising na. Kung walang jurisdiction, illegal na ang investigation. Sabi ni... Correct, oo. So whatever they got out of that, wala yung silbi. Hindi nila magagamit yun. Ayun. Kaya guys, we have to decolonize our mindset. We are not a colony anymore. Totoo, actually mahirap naman talagang gawin yan eh. Kasi yung parang, yung public consciousness natin, sobrang maka-Amerika. Biruin mo yung parang, pag hindi ka maka-Amerika, kaaway mo ang Amerika. Yung ganong mindset, grabe yung pag-inculcate niyan sa kaluluwa ng Pilipino eh, 'di ba? So wala sila jurisdiction talaga, question lang po, sabi ni Gak. Well, ako, I think yung sinabi ni Attorney Harry Roque, yung inexplain ni Attorney Harry Roque is very sound. Sa stand ni Attorney Harry Roque, sinabi niya walang jurisdiction talaga. Ayun, gusto ko makarinig ng ibang argument na nagsasabi na meron. But definitely, it has to be something that is better than nix. Ayun. Ayun, pag-iisip natin stuck sa colonial era, parang walang silbi, pagiging malaya natin no. Even patronizing K-pop is so western, kaya fall pa rin sa colonialism. Marami kaso na dismiss based on lack of jurisdiction. We do have our own sovereignty, kaya di pwede gawin dito investigation. Basahin niyo po yung point si Atty. Harry Roque, siya pinaka-qualified to discuss this issue. Sabi ni 2022. Ayun. Ako nung first time ko marinig yung argument ni Atty. Harry Roque, ang galing Ayun. Tapos yung sa Supreme Court decision na merong jurisdiction na settled na yung issue, hindi siya settled. Hindi siya settled. Search nyo Doctrine of Complementarity. Oh, that's another good point when we discuss the jurisdiction issue. Ayun, yun nga, hindi pa naman na-hurdle ng hindi pa naman na-hurdle ng ICC yung question of complementarity na yan 'Di ba? Di nga nila masagot yung tanong ni Leonin. True. Ayun. Sa oral arguments kasi, tinanong yun ni Justice Leonin. Why do you say that they have jurisdiction here? Why did you say so? That they have jurisdiction here in the Philippines? Can our court not function? Can our own local courts cannot do the investigation or the cannot rule on cases like this? Can our judicial system cannot function to address these cases? Ganon? Ayun. Ayun lang. So far, not that biased. Pag taga Valenzuela ka tapos Makati pala, so Makati pala yun. Ayun lang. Anyway, thank you Nix for coming up and for Pero, ayun lang. Sorry, I cannot be convinced. Not so far. Pamamahiya lang ang ginawa nila. Learning about Filipino in US zoos should be enough to decolonize. Yes! Diyos ko po, kung hindi pa ba naman yan tumaas yung inyong galit dun sa kung gaano lang kababa ang tingin sa atin ng mga Amerikano, 'di ba? Bakit pag jurisdiction, naalala ko yung Taguig at Makati. Ayun. Sa akin talaga, matindi talaga yung constitutional hurdle ng ICC, yung legal justification ng ICC to be here in the Philippines because it has to overcome the provisions of our constitution. 'Di ba? Paano sinurrender ba natin ang authority ng Supreme Court and other lower courts to exercise judicial power sa ICC, 'di ba? And this is when the case of Ireland is instructive. Sa Ireland, similar siya noong gusto ring pumasok ng ICC at mag-conduct ng investigation. Conduct ng investigation pa lang to Magko-conduct pa lang sila ng investigation. Okay? Ngayon, ang sabi ng Ireland, wait, bago kayo pumasok, wala kasing pagbabasihan yung, signatory kami at member kami ng ICC. Pero yung constitution kasi namin, ang sabi doon, Supreme Court lang ang pwedeng mag-exercise ng judicial power. Yung korte lang nila ang pwedeng mag-exercise na pwedeng mag-prosecute at mag-decide. Okay? Sabi ng Ireland. So therefore, bago kayo pumasok, we will have to bring this issue to a votation. Okay? Kailangan namin mag-referendum. So therefore, kailangan magkaroon ng botohan whether or not willing ang sambayan ng Ireland to submit that aspect of jurisdiction ng kanilang korte sa ICC. How are you going to reconcile that, Nix? Referendum on the 23rd Amendment of the Constitution, Bill 2001. Acceptance of the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court. Ireland to, ha? The Rome Statute on the International Criminal Court provides for the establishment of permanent International Criminal Court under the United Nations system. The function of the International Criminal Court is to try, in certain defined circumstances, persons charged with genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and aggression. So ito yung sinabi ni Nick kanina. It is permanent court and not as the previous international criminal tribunals where such as those dealing with the former Yugoslavia and Rwanda, providing for a particular problem only. The new court consists of 18 full-time judges and sits at The Hague in the Netherlands. To date, 2001, approximately 140 countries have signed the Rome Statute, including Ireland, and 30 countries have ratified the statute. Okay. Ito yung importanting part. By passing the referendum, this state, Ireland, was in a position to ratify the Rome Statute. The effect of the ratification of the statute was that some element of sovereignty in criminal matters were transferred from the potential jurisdiction of the Irish courts to the International Criminal Court. Okay? On ratification, a person, for example, living in Ireland, could be arrested here and by proper legal procedure brought before the International Criminal Court in The Hague for war crimes. So yun yung effect niya. So sa kanila, bago nila tanggapin yung ICC jurisdiction, kailangan munang i-ratify yun ng tao nila. Magpaplebisito muna sila. Kasi yung effect ng ratification sa Ireland would result to some elements of sovereignty in criminal matters be transferred from the potential jurisdiction of the Irish court to the International Criminal Court. Ayun. Gusto pa kasi ata ni Nix na mas mataas pa yung treaties kaysa sa local laws and local courts and SC, sabi ni Yi. Alam mo Yi, hindi ko alam kung nandito ka na kanina. Nabasag talaga yung puso ko dun sa mga comment na ano ba yung mas mataas, ICC o Philippine Court? Yung parang may mga ganun silang insinuation. ICC o Philippine Government? So nabasag talaga yung puso ko dun. Ayun. Actually, kung ganun ginawa ng Congress natin, kung ganun ang gagawin ng Congress natin, it has to go through the constitutional amendment. Kung kunwari ganito yung gustong gawin ng kasi iba yung procedure sa Ireland eh. Ganun sa kanila, para magko-conduct sila ng plebiscito for that specific kineme, ganyan-ganyan. Sa Pilipinas, we have to follow our rules kung mag-a-amend ka or magre-revise ng constitution. Sa akin po ni-reply yung tangang question. Ikaw ba yung kausap? Ikaw ba yung kausap? Diyos me. Ayun. So, kung ganun yung magiging gustong gawin ng legislature natin, gusto lang i-amend para ma-accommodate yung ICC sa judicial system natin, then they have to follow what our constitution prescribe. Baguhin nyo. Kasi kailangan mag-establish daw ng batas eh. 'Di ba? Papaguhin mo yung ano. 'Di ba? So, there has to be a whole lot of legislative exercise in order to accommodate na merong jurisdiction na ma-justify nila na may jurisdiction yung ano, ICC dito. Ayun lang. Tulog na tayo guys, 2:00 na. Ayun. Opo, na-stress din ako. Kakatakot sa Congress ngayon. True. True. Kakatakot talaga. Ayun. Siya, napagod ako. Pagod na nga ako dahil sa dami ng kainan at parlor games. Ayan. So, siya, sige, good night na. See you next time. Bye. Good night. Morning na daw. Shot, matulog ka na. Tulog na tayo. Bye-bye.